Hi everyone. Welcome back to Impressive Learning English. I'm so glad you're here today. If you've recently experienced a loss, whether it's the passing of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a major life change, I want you to know that you are not alone. Healing after loss can feel overwhelming, but it is possible to find joy, peace, and purpose again. In this video, we'll explore 11 powerful steps to help you process your grief, rebuild your strength, and embrace happiness once more. These steps are easy to follow, motivating, and designed to guide you gently toward emotional freedom and a fulfilling life. Whether you are just starting your healing journey or already taking steps forward, this video is for you. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's start this journey together. By the end, you'll feel inspired to reclaim your life and rediscover the joy that is waiting for you. Let's dive in. Step 1. Accepting the loss. Facing reality with courage. The first step in healing after a loss is to accept that it happened. Loss can take many forms: the death of a loved one, the end of a friendship, a career setback, or any life change that leaves a hole in your heart. Accepting the loss doesn't mean you have to stop feeling sad or pretending everything is okay. Acceptance simply means that you stop fighting reality. You recognize that this event has happened and begin the process of healing. Why acceptance matters. If you deny the loss, your emotions remain trapped. You may feel stuck in anger, guilt, or regret. You might replay memories over and over, wishing things could be different. Acceptance opens the door to moving forward. It gives your mind permission to start processing emotions naturally instead of resisting them. How to practice acceptance. Journaling. Even a few sentences about the loss can help you clarify your feelings. Sadness, anger, confusion, and fear are all normal. You don't need to justify or hide them. Light a candle, visit a special place, or simply sit quietly. These acts help you mark the change and give your mind a signal that healing begins. Don't confuse acceptance with forgetting. You can accept a loss and still honor the memory. Don't rush yourself. Healing takes time, and every person moves at their own pace. Avoid numbing emotions with constant distractions. Feeling your feelings is part of recovery. Talk to someone who understands or is willing to listen. Sharing your reality strengthens acceptance. Even a few minutes of focused, deep breathing can calm your mind when grief feels overwhelming. Acceptance is the first step toward regaining peace. It doesn't erase pain, it simply allows you to start walking forward. Each time you face reality, no matter how hard, you reclaim your courage. You are stronger than the sadness. Step by step, breath by breath, you are moving toward joy again. Step 2. Allowing yourself to grieve, feeling your emotions fully. After accepting the reality of loss, the next step is to allow yourself to grieve. Grief is not a weakness. It is a natural and necessary part of healing. When someone or something important leaves your life, it leaves a space that feels empty, heavy, and confusing. Trying to push the pain away or pretending everything is fine only delays the healing process. The truth is, to truly find joy again, you must first feel the sadness fully. This does not mean you are weak or broken. It means you are human, and your heart needs to process the loss in its own time. Letting yourself cry, feel anger, or sit with silence is not only normal, but also powerful. Each tear, each pang of sadness is a step toward freeing your heart. You may feel waves of emotion, sometimes calm, sometimes overwhelming, and that's okay. Grief is not a straight line, and your journey will have ups and downs. Some days you may feel lighter, and other days the weight of loss may return. That doesn't mean you are failing. It means you are healing at your own pace. Talking about your feelings with someone you trust can be incredibly helpful. Sharing your memories, your sadness, or even your frustrations can relieve some of the heaviness inside. Writing in a journal is another way to express emotions without fear of judgment. Pouring your heart onto the page can bring clarity, release, and understanding. Avoid trying to numb the pain with distractions or unhealthy habits because that only keeps the grief trapped. Allow yourself to feel, even when it hurts. Remember that grief is also a form of love. Your sadness is proof of the depth of your heart and the importance of what you have lost. Honor that love instead of feeling guilty for it. Over time, the intensity of grief will soften. You will begin to feel moments of peace and even small sparks of joy again. It doesn't happen overnight, but each day you give yourself permission to feel is a day closer to healing. Surround yourself with supportive people who can hold space for your emotions without pressuring you to get over it. Your feelings are valid, and your pace is your own. Engage in small acts of self-care, like taking walks, listening to calming music, or spending time in nature, to gently soothe yourself while still allowing grief to flow. Every wave of emotion you experience is a reminder that your heart is alive, resilient, and capable of loving again. Grief may feel endless at times, but it gradually makes room for hope, strength, and eventually joy. Know that by facing your emotions with courage and honesty, you are building the foundation for a life where happiness is possible again. The pain you feel now is temporary, but the strength you gain from fully embracing your grief will last forever. You have the power to honor your loss, nurture your heart, and slowly open yourself to the beauty and joy that still awaits in life. Step 3. Detoxing your life. Removing emotional triggers. Once you have allowed yourself to grieve, the next step is to start detoxing your life. Loss leaves behind reminders everywhere, and these triggers can keep your heart and mind stuck in pain. You may see objects, photos, messages, or places that bring a wave of sadness or longing, and each time it happens, it feels like the wound is reopening. Detoxing is not about forgetting or pretending the loss didn't matter. It's about protecting yourself and creating the space you need to heal. Start with your digital world. Social media, old texts, and photos often replay memories endlessly. While it's natural to want to look back, constantly seeing reminders can keep you from moving forward. Consider muting or unfollowing accounts that bring pain, storing old photos out of sight, or even creating a separate folder to put things away temporarily. This is not about erasing memories, it's about giving your mind a break so healing can begin. Physical spaces also matter. Objects that belonged to the person or represent what you lost can trigger strong emotions. Pack them away, rearrange your living space, or create a small memorial if it helps honor the memory. Shifting your environment gives your heart a signal that life is continuing and that it is safe to move forward. Environmental detox includes routines too. If certain places or activities constantly remind you of the past, it's okay to take a break from them. Explore new routes, try new cafes, visit parks you haven't been to before, or pick up hobbies that don't involve past routines. Small changes in surroundings can help your mind build new, positive associations. Mental detox is equally important. Thoughts about your loss may appear suddenly, sometimes without warning. Instead of fighting these thoughts or feeling guilty, acknowledge them and gently redirect your attention. Mindfulness practices, journaling, or even short breathing exercises can give you control over your mental space. Social detox is another key aspect. While support is crucial, sometimes mutual friends, groups, or family members can unintentionally keep bringing up the person or situation you're trying to move on from. It's okay to set boundaries, let people know you are healing, and ask for space when needed. Detoxing your life is not a punishment. It's a form of self-respect. You are giving yourself the quiet, safety, and space necessary for recovery. Each small step, whether it's moving a picture, muting a contact, or spending a quiet evening alone, is a victory. Every action you take to reduce triggers shows your commitment to yourself and your healing journey. Remember that the goal of this detox is not to erase your past, but to create a present where your heart can breathe, feel safe, and slowly open to joy again. With patience and care, these changes will help your mind and heart let go of constant reminders and allow you to rebuild your life one peaceful step at a time. By detoxing thoughtfully, you are reclaiming control, honoring your emotions, and giving yourself the chance to find light in life once more. Step 4. Building emotional freedom, releasing dependence, and finding strength. After you have detoxed your life and created space for healing, the next step is building emotional freedom. When we experience loss, it is natural to feel dependent on others or certain memories for comfort and stability. You might have relied on the person, relationship, or situation to make you feel safe, loved, or complete. Emotional freedom means learning to rely on yourself for strength, happiness, and inner peace. It is about breaking the habit of tying your worth or joy to something outside of you and realizing that true security comes from within. Start by observing your emotions without judgment. Notice when you feel the urge to seek comfort from external sources, whether it is calling someone, scrolling through old messages, or replaying memories in your mind. Awareness is the first step to change. Once you notice these patterns, gently remind yourself that you have the power to soothe and support yourself. Building self-validation is key. Instead of waiting for someone or something to make you feel worthy, begin affirming your value to yourself. Simple phrases like, "I am strong," "I am capable of happiness," or "I am enough" may feel awkward at first, but repetition gradually rewires your mind to recognize your own worth. Self-soothing practices are equally important. When grief or anxiety rises, take intentional actions to calm your mind and body. Deep breathing, meditation, journaling, or even going for a walk are simple yet powerful ways to center yourself. Over time, you will notice that your emotional reactions become lighter, and you can face challenges without seeking constant external reassurance. Engaging in hobbies and passions strengthens independence. Return to activities that bring you joy or explore new interests. Creative outlets, sports, volunteering, or learning new skills not only keep your mind engaged, but also provide natural sources of fulfillment and pleasure. Physical self-care supports emotional strength as well. Regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep stabilize mood and increase resilience. The stronger your body, the stronger your mind and heart become. Avoid replacing dependence with unhealthy distractions. Rebounding too quickly into new relationships, overworking, or numbing yourself with temporary pleasures may feel helpful at first, but only delay true healing. Freedom is found in facing yourself, feeling your emotions fully, and learning to enjoy life on your own terms. Science shows that people who develop emotional independence recover faster from loss and build healthier, more satisfying relationships in the future. Remember, emotional freedom is not about being alone. It's about being whole on your own and choosing to share your life with others when you are ready. A pep talk for this step. Your heart is stronger than you think. Each time you comfort yourself, affirm your worth, or take a step toward independence, you are proving that joy does not depend on anyone else. You are capable, resilient, and ready to reclaim happiness. By building emotional freedom, you are laying the foundation for a life filled with strength, peace, and the ability to love again without fear. Step 5. Reconnecting with yourself. Rediscovering joy, identity, and passions. Once you have started building emotional freedom, the next step is to reconnect with yourself. Loss can leave you feeling disconnected from who you are. You may have spent so much time investing in someone else, or in the situation you lost, that you forgot what makes you uniquely you. Reconnecting with yourself means rediscovering your passions, dreams, and the simple joys that bring life back into your heart. Start by spending intentional time alone without distractions. Take walks in nature, sit quietly with a cup of tea, or simply reflect on the things that truly make you happy. Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise when you are fully present with yourself. This is the time to ask, who am I? What do I enjoy? What have I always wanted to try, but postponed? Journaling can help uncover hidden desires and strengths. Write down memories of moments when you felt fully alive, proud, or joyful. This is not about dwelling on the past, but recognizing the parts of yourself that still exist and are waiting to be nurtured. Explore old hobbies or try new ones. Painting, cooking, writing, dancing, or playing an instrument are all ways to reconnect with your creativity and energy. Even small steps, like learning a new recipe or reading a book you've wanted for years, create a sense of accomplishment and joy. Physical reconnection is equally important. Exercise, yoga, or mindful movement reminds your body that you are alive, strong, and capable. The mind and body are linked. When one is cared for, the other follows. Reconnecting also means nurturing self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend who is hurting. Your emotions are valid, and your journey matters. Celebrate small wins and moments of happiness without guilt. Socially, reconnecting may include spending time with supportive friends or family who lift your energy and remind you of your worth. Surround yourself with people who encourage your growth and share your passions, not those who keep you tied to the pain. This step is also about rediscovering purpose. Reflect on what gives your life meaning outside of the loss, your goals, your values, your dreams. Begin planning small actions that align with those purposes, whether it is learning a skill, volunteering, or setting personal milestones. A pep talk for this step. You are not the loss you experienced. You are a whole, vibrant person capable of joy, creativity, and love. Each moment you spend exploring, creating, and honoring yourself is a step toward rediscovering the life that is waiting for you. Your passions, your strengths, and your happiness are all still inside you. By reconnecting with yourself, you reclaim your identity, awaken your heart, and open the door to joy once again. Step 6. Healthy routines and self-care, building stability and strength. After reconnecting with yourself, the next step in healing is creating healthy routines and practicing self-care. Loss can disrupt your life completely. You may feel tired, unmotivated, or emotionally drained. Establishing routines gives your day structure, stability, and a sense of control, while self-care nourishes your mind, body, and soul. Start with sleep. Grief often affects rest, leaving you exhausted or restless. Set a regular bedtime and wake-up time, and create a calming nighttime routine. Avoid screens before bed. Try reading, gentle stretches, or meditation to help your body relax. Nutrition matters as well. Eating balanced meals fuels your brain and body, stabilizes mood, and strengthens your energy. Avoid relying on excessive sugar, caffeine, or junk food as comfort. They provide short-term relief but do not support long-term healing. Physical activity is equally important. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals, which help reduce sadness, anxiety, and stress. Even light movement, such as walking, yoga, or stretching, makes a significant difference. Self-care also includes mental hygiene. Take time each day to clear your mind through meditation, journaling, or simple mindfulness exercises. A few minutes of deep breathing or focused attention can calm overwhelming emotions and restore clarity. Boundaries are part of self-care too. Protect your emotional space by saying no to situations or people that drain you. It is not selfish, it is necessary for healing. Surround yourself with positive influences and minimize contact with negativity. Include pleasure in your routines. Small moments of joy, like listening to music, enjoying a favorite treat, taking a warm bath, or spending time outdoors, remind your heart that life can still be beautiful. These practices help you regain energy, focus, and balance, making it easier to face emotions and embrace growth. Science shows that consistent routines and self-care improve resilience, reduce anxiety, and enhance overall well-being. Your mind and body need nourishment to recover from loss, and every healthy choice you make strengthens your foundation. A pep talk for this step. Taking care of yourself is not indulgence. It is survival and empowerment. Each healthy meal, walk, night of good sleep, or mindful moment is a brick in the strong, supportive foundation you are building. With stable routines and self-care, your body and mind gain strength, your heart gains calm, and your soul regains hope. You are investing in yourself, and that investment will guide you toward a joyful and fulfilling life once again. Step 7. Seeking support. Finding strength in others. Once you have built routines and taken care of yourself, the next step is seeking support. Healing after loss is not meant to be done alone. Humans are naturally social beings, and sharing your feelings with others helps lighten the emotional load. Seeking support does not mean you are weak. It means you are wise enough to recognize that connection and understanding are powerful tools for recovery. Start with friends and family who are trustworthy, compassionate, and willing to listen without judgment. Talking to someone who cares can help you process emotions, share memories, and gain perspective. You don't always need advice. Sometimes you just need someone to sit with you, acknowledge your pain, and let you feel heard. Professional support is another important option. Therapists, counselors, or support groups offer guidance and techniques to cope with grief, manage stress, and develop resilience. Professionals provide a safe space to explore emotions deeply and learn tools to navigate difficult days. Joining communities or interest groups can also be healing. Being part of activities like volunteering, clubs, or classes allows you to meet new people, create positive experiences, and feel connected again. These interactions remind your heart that life can still be joyful, meaningful, and full of human connection. While seeking support, remember boundaries are important. Not everyone will understand your grief or respond sensitively, and that's okay. Surround yourself with people who respect your feelings and provide encouragement. Limit contact with those who minimize your emotions or bring negativity. Asking for help can feel vulnerable, but vulnerability is also a form of courage. Sending a message to a friend, joining a group, or booking a therapy session is a step forward. Research shows that people with strong support networks recover from loss faster, experience less anxiety, and report higher overall well-being. Connection not only soothes the heart, but also reinforces that you are not alone in your journey. A pep talk for this step. Seeking support is not a crutch, it is a bridge to healing. Each conversation, shared laugh, or moment of understanding strengthens your resilience and reminds you that love and kindness still exist in the world. By leaning on others wisely, you gain strength, perspective, and hope. You are not walking this path alone, and the support you allow into your life will help guide you toward joy again. Step 8. Forgiveness and letting go of anger. Freeing your heart. After seeking support and sharing your emotions, the next step in healing is forgiveness and letting go of anger. Loss often leaves a mix of feelings, sadness, regret, resentment, or even guilt. You might feel anger toward someone, yourself, or life in general. Holding on to anger keeps you tied to the pain, like carrying a heavy weight that slows every step forward. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay, or excusing anyone's actions. It is about freeing yourself from the burden of bitterness so you can move toward peace and joy. Start with self-forgiveness. Many people blame themselves for what happened or feel they could have done more. Acknowledge your mistakes, but also recognize that you did the best you could at the time with the knowledge and resources you had. Be gentle with yourself and allow compassion to replace guilt. Then, turn toward forgiveness for others. This does not mean reaching out or reconciling if it is unsafe. It is an internal process of releasing resentment and refusing to let the past control your emotions. Writing a letter, even if it is never sent, or speaking your feelings aloud in a private space, can help transfer anger from your mind to a safe outlet. Releasing anger also involves understanding perspective. People act according to their experiences, limitations, and fears. Seeing events through this lens does not excuse harm, but allows you to depersonalize the pain and reduce its power over your emotions. Anger can be a signal for boundary setting and self-protection, but when it lingers unchecked, it becomes toxic. Mindfulness, meditation, and breathing exercises can help calm the body and mind, making it easier to release negative emotions. Studies show that forgiveness reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, improves mood, and enhances overall well-being. Choosing to forgive is a choice to prioritize your peace over holding on to past hurt. A pep talk for this step. Letting go of anger is an act of strength, not weakness. It says, I choose freedom. I choose to honor my heart and live fully. Every time you release resentment, you create space for hope, love, and joy to enter. Your past does not define your future, your choices today do. By forgiving and letting go, you are reclaiming your heart and moving toward a life filled with light, possibility, and emotional freedom. Step 9. Opening your heart. Again, trust, patience, and healthy love. The next step in healing is opening your heart again. This doesn't mean rushing into a new relationship or forgetting the person or situation you lost. It means preparing yourself to experience love, connection, and joy in a healthy way when the time is right. Opening your heart requires patience, self-awareness, and trust first in yourself and then in others. Start with patience. Healing is not linear, and your heart may still feel fragile. Give yourself the time to process emotions, enjoy your own company, and regain confidence in your ability to love and be loved. Patience ensures that when you do open your heart, it is done from a place of strength, not need or fear. Trust is the next key. Trust in your own judgment and emotional resilience is essential. You have survived loss, navigated grief, and learned valuable lessons. This proves your heart is strong. Trust that you can protect yourself while still allowing vulnerability. Trusting others comes naturally over time, with consistent, positive experiences. Healthy love also requires boundaries. Opening your heart does not mean giving yourself away too quickly or compromising your values. Boundaries protect your emotional well-being and ensure that future connections are based on respect, mutual care, and honesty. Engage in small steps. Reconnect with friends, meet new people, or explore social activities that feel safe and enjoyable. Notice how these interactions feel and gradually expand your comfort zone. This practice builds confidence and reinforces the idea that meaningful connection is possible again. Self-love remains central. Your happiness should not depend solely on others. The work you have done healing, reflecting, and growing forms the foundation of a heart ready to give and receive love freely. Avoid comparing new connections to past relationships. Each person and each experience is unique. Approach relationships with openness and curiosity, not expectation or fear. Be mindful, present, and compassionate both to yourself and to others. A pep talk for this step. Your heart has been through pain, but it is stronger than ever. Opening it again is an act of courage, not weakness. You have the wisdom to love without losing yourself, the strength to trust while protecting your boundaries, and the patience to let connection grow naturally. Love is not only possible, it is waiting for you in ways that honor your growth, your strength, and your heart's capacity for joy. Step 10. Creating a new life vision. future goals, and living with purpose. Once you have opened your heart and regained emotional strength, the next step is creating a new life vision. Loss often leaves a gap, and this is the perfect moment to decide what kind of life you truly want to build. A new vision is about setting goals, imagining your future, and living intentionally with purpose. Start by reflecting on what matters most to you. Consider your passions, values, relationships, career aspirations, and personal growth. Ask yourself, what kind of life will make me feel fulfilled and joyful? Write down your thoughts. Even small ideas or dreams can be the seeds of a meaningful life. Break your vision into achievable goals. If your dream is to travel, start with planning a weekend trip. If your goal is career growth, research courses or skills that will help you advance. Small steps build momentum, confidence, and a sense of accomplishment. Reconnecting with hobbies and interests is also part of creating your life vision. Activities that excite you, spark creativity, or challenge your mind contribute to a sense of purpose. They remind your heart that joy exists and is achievable. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your growth. Friends, mentors, or communities aligned with your values will motivate you to pursue your vision and celebrate your progress. Practice gratitude daily. Acknowledge small victories, moments of beauty, and personal growth. Gratitude shifts focus from what was lost to what is still possible, fostering optimism and resilience. Visualize your future. Imagine yourself living a life full of joy, love, and purpose. Visualization strengthens belief in your ability to achieve goals and inspires action. Accept that challenges will arise, but know that setbacks are opportunities to learn and grow. Life is not perfect, but a clear vision helps you navigate obstacles with determination and hope. Science shows that people who set clear goals and live intentionally experience higher life satisfaction and better mental health. A pep talk for this step. The past has shaped you, but it does not define your future. You have survived, learned, and grown, and now you have the power to create a life you love. Every choice, action, and thought can move you closer to your dreams. By imagining your ideal life, setting goals, and living purposefully, you step into a future filled with hope, joy, and endless possibilities. Your life after loss can be extraordinary. It starts with the vision you create today. Step 11. Embracing joy again. Living fully and celebrating life. The final step in healing after loss is embracing joy again. After accepting the loss, grieving, detoxing your life, building emotional freedom, reconnecting with yourself, practicing self-care, seeking support, forgiving, learning, opening your heart, and creating a life vision, it is time to fully welcome happiness back into your life. Embracing joy does not mean forgetting the past or pretending the loss never happened. It means choosing to live fully despite it, finding moments of beauty, laughter, and love, and allowing your heart to feel alive once more. Start by noticing small joys in everyday life. A sunny morning, a favorite song, a kind word from a friend, or a cup of coffee can be reminders that happiness is still present. Mindfulness helps you focus on these moments. Instead of waiting for big events to feel joy, savor simple experiences that bring warmth to your heart. Reconnect with passions that inspire you. Hobbies, creative projects, or new adventures give purpose, excitement, and satisfaction. Engaging in activities you love allows your heart to experience pleasure and fulfillment naturally. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift, encourage, and celebrate you. Their energy reinforces your own capacity for happiness. Avoid environments or habits that drain you or pull you back into sadness unnecessarily. Practice gratitude regularly. Reflecting on what you have achieved, and the people who support you strengthens resilience and appreciation for life. Celebrate small victories, whether personal, professional, or emotional. Recognizing progress reinforces self-worth and inspires confidence for the future. Be open to love and connection. Embracing joy often includes allowing yourself to love others again, friends, family, or romantic relationships while maintaining the boundaries and self-respect you have built. Remember that laughter, smiles, and excitement are not signs of weakness or betrayal to your past. They are proof of your strength, resilience, and growth. Take time to nurture your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, because joy is strongest when your entire self is cared for. A pep talk for this step. You have journeyed through grief, reflection, and growth, and now you deserve to feel alive and happy. Life is not only about surviving loss, it is about thriving, creating, and celebrating every moment you are given. Embrace joy without guilt. Live fully without fear. And honor your past while stepping boldly into a future filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. Your heart has healed, your spirit has strengthened, and now your life can shine brighter than ever before. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these 11 steps have given you guidance, encouragement, and hope to heal after loss and begin embracing joy again. Remember, grief is a journey, but every step you take toward understanding, self-care, and growth brings you closer to happiness and peace. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts below. I'd love to hear how you're applying these steps in your own life. And make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos on healing, motivation, and creating a life you love. You deserve happiness, love, and joy, and it all starts with the choices you make today. Keep moving forward. Take care of yourself. And remember that brighter days are ahead.